Hello everyone, my name is Satvik. Today I am going to deliver my project pitch for this unit, which is SIT-210. So let's begin. So as we can see in modern times, each and every student needs to go through chemistry in order to excel in school. Like chemistry is an integral part of studies. So and while learning chemistry, as you all know, we have to go through periodic table. As it is the core of it contains all the 118 elements of chemistry, and everything happens around these elements only. So most of people find it difficult as well as boring to remember elements and their properties, trends, and many more things about them. So it forms a kind of burden over their head and feels like hectic to them. So at the end, it results in degradation of their scores as well as reduction, or we can say a drop in their academic performance. So if we have to learn periodic table and there is no way we can avoid it, so why not we make it interesting, modern, and much more interactive, so the whole learning process gets a glow up and feels better. So for this I have proposed a solution. The solution to this problem is an interactive smart periodic table, which is in the form of physical world. Like I would like to make it a fusion of the physical as well as virtual world. Everything you can see present in front of you will be in physical mode, but the working whole process and the things, the we can see the backend things will be in the virtual world. So through this, the students can understand and learn any element or its property with ease through visuals, lights, sounds, like making the whole process completely different and innovative. So as we all know, in making something new, giving a new solution, we'll have a lot of challenges or hurdles that we need to jump or cross in order to get to the success, as you can see in the picture also. So first of all, the design must be interactive as it is to be used by a student. So it must be interactive, simple to use, and catch the attention of the user. So for this we need to make sure that we have good aesthetics, we use proper materials, lighter materials, and robust materials. Another thing to take care of it, that is it must not be much complex, so it is easy for anyone to repair if anything goes wrong, and also to understand, like anyone can understand what is happening, how the circuits are working by just a glance or with basic information. So for any project, especially in terms of embedded system, microprocessor forms the brain around which all the things revolve. So for this purpose, I'll be using the latest Raspberry Pi 4 model, as we have to do wireless communication. So for this purpose we are using two Raspberry Pi modules. One will be used for input, that will be placed in a wireless module, like we'll make a wireless remote for inputs, and the other will be placed along with the periodic table, that will be used for the output for this project purpose. So how will we interact with this Raspberry Pi? So for this we are using two screens. One will be a touch screen, the other will be a non-touch screen. So for the touch purpose we are using 7-inch screen which will be connected to the input Raspberry Pi for taking inputs, and the other one will be attached, that is a 10-inch TFT non-touch, that is non-touch screen with the Raspberry Pi, the other microcontroller placed with the periodic table for the output purpose. So to support these major components, there are some other components as well. Speakers, which will be used to voice over, and it will be connected to the output Raspberry Pi. Then we have the LEDs which will be placed below every element box. So whenever we'll get an input, like whenever the user clicks on any element through the input screen, the LED will glow for that particular element. And to show this LED to the user, the type of material on which the periodic table will be engraved or printed must be good, must be translucent, not transparent, so that everything is not shown to the user. So for this you are using acrylic sheet that you can see on the screen. So we'll be planning to laser cut the whole periodic table over an acrylic sheet which is translucent, lightweight, robust, and has a good aesthetics to it. So initially I thought of many approaches, worked out all the things, like for example I thought of making a GUI on the mobile phones, but as we all know that's not practical. Mobile phones are not allowed inside school, and it is not good using a mobile phone inside the school, so we have to go for another options. So the final approach that I have came across is that I'll be engraving the periodic table over an acrylic sheet, and the acrylic sheet will be placed inside a wooden box that will also have space to place that 10-inch screen over it, and the LEDs will be placed below it. And then we'll be designing a separate small box, maybe of PVC board, that consists of smaller touch screen for the input purpose, and along with it there will be a microcontroller, and then we have a power bank to wirelessly give power supply to that microcontroller. As we all know, the wireless module will be movable, so that is a must. Then I'll be making two GUIs, the one GUI for input purpose, the second one for the output purpose. Each GUI will be given through codes to each of the Raspberry Pi modules. So from the input GUI you can select any block, and then from that any element, and then moving on to the output GUI, it will display all the element characteristics, properties over there, and simultaneously the LED will glow below that element. So all this will be done wirelessly, which is the basic embedded system of this project. So that's all. Thank you. And that was my project page for the smart periodic table. Hope you like the project. Thank you.